It's a nice Friday.
Nice little homebrew.
Let me check the time. It is, yeah, it's definitely after 5:30.
Yeah, just about like 5:33.
It's funny because it's absolutely not 5:33. It's way later. But
sometimes I mix up the numbers a little bit.
Well, yeah. Welcome to the After 5:30 podcast. We're sponsored, as always, by Uncle Tony's. Thank you, Uncle Tony's.
Classic sauce recipe.
And, well, we've said it last time. We have a guest today. His name is Joe.
I thought it was Bo.
Shit, kid, is this Bo or Joe? I thought we just got this straight before we started.
It's Joe. Just go with Joe.
Oh, it's Joe. Okay.
All right, we're Joe. All right, so a few rules about the podcast.
Don't talk about the podcast.
Exactly. Talking to the mic, kid. You're not coming through.
I was before, but the lines got really big, so I got scared.
No, that's good, because then your voice is going to be there. But anyway, the only outstanding thing is we've been saying no last names. Because we don't want anybody to be embarrassed by the podcast.
Yeah.
Especially our editor, Will.
It's completely valid.
And I know he's going to listen to it, so hey, Will. We want to have you on the show sometime. Just please, please answer our emails.
A shout out to Will. He is actually the one listener that's listened to all the episodes all the way through. He's pretty proud of that. Kind of flaunts it around a little too much for my taste, but you know, he is a valuable listener.
Okay, but other news about the listeners that we actually have a Twitter follower.
Wait, you said we did know this person or not?
I do know him. His name is Jeff. His Twitter handle is Defro, but not like DETH. It's like DEAF, like you can't hear deaf. And then Row, ROW.
I feel like you didn't just like make this person.
No, he's definitely a real person.
Okay.
We could pull him up right now.
I don't want to embarrass him.
Yeah.
But that's great news, though.
He makes music, though, so maybe he would be able to help me with like this sound that I'm having trouble with.
Well, I mean, we have Uncle Tony's. What else would we want?
Yeah, we don't want to stretch it too far.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeff, you get a big shout out. Thanks for following on Twitter, and I'm gonna send this episode to you too. Do we have any new followers on Instagram?
Not last time I checked.
Yeah. All right.
Although our posts have been doing pretty well. We've reached the past couple ones have been over 11 likes.
Oh, wow!
I was pretty proud of that. And I was it's just a little annoying sometimes because I felt like some of the beginning posts were like really good and deserved those likes too. But because they were early on, they probably didn't have the following to carry it through. So it's a little disappointing.
How are we doing with the 30 to 45 men demographic? So guy.
Well, yeah, I believe that's around like 1% viewership. And it's not very frequent.
Well, if he was 1%, that would mean we have 100 listeners. We don't have
1%. No. Well, he's not the only. I guess he might be the only.
Oh wait, no. There was also this guy on SoundCloud. I need to pull up his name, but he reposted. He reposted it.
This is.
It was unheard of. And also, May, you're not on the podcast this week, but you also followed us on the cloud, the SoundCloud. But somebody, see that heart? Somebody liked it.
That's incredible.
Joe, feel free to jump in anytime. We're not holding you back. I hope
just letting you guys take your way. Start the show.
No, we're going.
You're going?
Yeah, you're in here. You're in there, lake, swim, where? I heard that part, like, when I was trying to edit it, I heard that part so many times where in there, like, it was the last podcast, just if you haven't heard it, go back and check it out, yeah.
I don't remember that.
It's the one with all the bleeps.
You know what's a fun fact, though?
Yeah.
Is swim is a term for someone who isn't me.
Ooh.
It's often used in what's the name? Chat rooms for, like, explicit things when you're referencing a personal story, but you say swim.
Like use it in a sentence.
So like when Swim was about 15 years old, he started beating up other kids.
All
I
right.
think you might just be making that up right now.
No, it's
No,
true.
he's talking about himself, but he said swim, so you're not supposed to know that.
Someone who isn't me, yeah. Joe, you're ruining the entire concept of swim right now.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
so
Okay.
not swim.
That's so not swim right. Oh my god. Okay.
So
What were we doing?
we're a science and technology podcast, right?
Yeah.
Did I forget anything before we move on?
By name only.
Did I forget anything before we move on?
No.
We talked about Jeff.
No, eventually we have to talk about your story, though.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think we usually start with your story, then do the science.
All right, I can start with the story because it happened this morning, almost exactly 12 hours ago. Exactly 12 hours ago, because I was sitting in class 12 hours ago from now.
All right,
So-
well, that I think answers the question of should we talk about it now?
I'm already going. You can't stop.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so Joe, Chris, Kit. Sorry.
Alex? Oh, Alex isn't here. Never mind.
Alex is here? Oh, but anyway, I was sitting in chemistry class, and it's in the lecture hall, but I've never seen like a lecture hall get... Jesus Christ. Stop pulling on the headphones. We're all connected.
It
We only have
scared
one
me.
splitter.
It scared me.
But I'm sitting in chemistry class, and all the seats usually get filled, and I like to sit towards the edge because I bring my apples to class with me.
you know that's definitely a key there.
Keep going.
It's a major key.
Going.
Usually I get Honeycrisp apples, but then at Wegmans it just went up in price. They used to be like $2.99 a pound compared to like the regular apples that were $1.99 a pound, and I was like, yeah, it's worth it. It's a Honeycrisp apple. Those are some good apples. But the past few times I've been there, they've been $3.49 a pound. That would be like $15 for a week worth of apples. So I said, no, I've got to kick this habit. It was too expensive. It's dragging me down.
Like,
It's part of your New Year's resolution. I gotcha.
Because I would have resolved to eat more.
I got that wrong.
Honeycrisp apples.
actually, this is awkward now. My resolution was to eat more apples, so it's actually not.
Yeah, but
It's less Honeycrisp. There we go.
no, they just got too expensive. I was like, do I really want to pay $15 to eat like 5 apples?
No.
So what I did was I just went over and I went and found a nice bag of apples, like a
Like a nice bag. You know, the one that you would bring home to your mom.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Can meet the parents,
Yeah.
and then I
Kinda-
picked it out. I forgot what it was called. I have to look at the bag. It might be like Macintosh or it's pretty okay. It's better than your average apple, but it was like $8 for like a 5-pound bag. So like I'm still eating that bag after a week, which is a nice change. Maybe I should do this more often.
Yeah. Just Macintosh. Just
I don't
leaves
think
a
it's-
bad taste in my mouth.
I don't think it's Macintosh actually, because I think Macintoshes are kind of like soft and squishy, right?
Yeah, I
It's
feel like
not
the skin
Macintosh.
is firm on a Macintosh, but the flesh isn't. Unless I have it reversed.
It's like the ones that I have are the opposite. They're like red and green, and they're like the skin is really easy to break.
Oh, okay.
But it's
then
still kinda
Macintosh is
crunchy.
fine.
It's still crunchy on the inside. Like I get a nice slow.
What are the red ones that I don't know, they just taste like not bitter, but they taste
Is it Red Delicious? Because those are
they're
some
just really red. They're
red
like
disgustingness. Yeah.
they're like there's never ever been any spot of green in there. And
might
they're
be-
just like they're not tart, they're just I just want to say bitter.
I think it's Red Delicious. Like they're always shaped like kind of taller than wider.
You know, this is silly, but I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah, just go ahead and Google it. But while he's doing that, Joe, what's your favorite apple?
I have to go with Granny Smith's.
Yes,
Good
it's Red
choice.
Delicious.
It's-
Get it out.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. I don't know who buys those. I don't know how much they are.
How are they in business still?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Let's look up Macintosh.
if Macintosh is a red and green, those are the ones that I have.
You might
But
be talking about the Honeycrisp.
I wish it were Honeycrisp.
No.
Okay,
not today.
yeah, Macintosh. Those are doable. I like those.
I think. Do I see a spot of green on that apple on your screen?
On the example, yeah,
Yeah, I might have a bag of Macintoshes, and they've been doing pretty okay.
yeah.
But anyway, I have the apple in my pocket, so I took it out of my jacket pocket, put it on my desk, put it there next to my notebook, so I would eat it when I'm ready. And then and this is a different lecture hall than the one I've been in before. So like the seats the right-handed desks don't go all the way up to the row. There's a left-handed seat all the way on the left end of the row. So I was like, I really want to sit on the end, but I don't want to sit on the left-handed desk. So I sat in the one on the inside, and like maybe not everybody will come. Maybe I'll get a seat to myself.
Maybe.
It didn't happen though.
Oh god.
It's always full. I saw the Rainbow Hat Morty. Didn't have a modulator chip.
Darn it! Wow, this is just a failed.
I think I'll see him again on Monday though. He's pretty.
Sounds like anarchy, though.
Anarchy.
Now that you letting Morty walk around with that chip.
And where are the apples?
Oh, it's on my desk.
Your
I haven't eaten
desk?
it yet.
The one you were sitting in the lecture hall?
No, I ate it. But in this point in the story right now, I have not eaten it
Oh,
yet.
okay, but the apple's there. Okay.
We've got to move this along. Will's gonna.
Well,
Will's gonna give us some
talking
feedback
about
on
modulators. All right, so you're sitting in a desk, at a desk, hoping it's just you. Haven't eaten the apple yet.
Oh yeah, but it fills up, and there's people coming in until like 8:35, which is unacceptable. But anyway, it's filled up, and there's people walking by, and there's some girl sitting next to me with a pink scarf and a jacket.
Does she have a lot of nerve?
She will. She will.
I knew it. The pink scarf gave it away.
But she kept the jacket on the whole time, and she was coughing and sneezing, and coughing and sneezing. And so what I did was I said, "Bless you," every other sneeze instead of every single one.
How often did she respond?
To the ones I said,
Oh, really?
because I was like, "Nope, you're not getting this one. You're gonna have to sneeze again if you want to be blessed." But anyway.
So is there like a time frame
So
in
my
this?
priest always
In this
says.
in way, is there a time frame that you could say bless you to these, or like
No.
if it continually happens like once every like 30 seconds? it's
There
gonna-
was no refractory period. She wasn't like a repeat offender. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
It wasn't. She wouldn't get 2 for that one.
Okay.
She would give it like 1 good sneeze. She wasn't like a quitter.
Okay, gotcha.
She wasn't.
She wasn't a quitter.
She wasn't a nerd. All right. So.
Coughing, sneezing, yeah. And then every other time I said, "Bless you," yeah. And then like about 9:15, she turns to me and goes, "What time is this class over?" I think she saw me like playing with my watch in my hand, so I was like, "Oh," I had it on my fingers because I was playing with it. I looked up and was like, "Oh, 9:15. It ends at 9:30." And then she's like, "Oh, okay. I get this confused with my bio one." What are you talking about? All the classes on Monday and Wednesdays are, well, not all of them, but like I would assume, like the grand majority of them are 1 hour. Like it would be 8:30 to 9:30 to 9:40 to
Which one? What was? How long did you think it was?
an hour and a half.
Oh my god.
Well, but it was dragging. Our teacher has well, it's not a thick accent, but it's very
dragging
present.
accent?
It's very present.
Oh.
It's like gargantuan. And like when you sit towards the front of the class goes so much slower.
Oh, it's like Gargantua.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
the black hole
Yeah. That's
in
still
Interstellar.
time. Okay. Makes
And
sense.
she asked me what time it is. I told her the time. It was around 9:15. And then
And she just starts talking about class.
yeah, she said something like, "Oh yeah, bio class, whatever." But then I think that's the only thing I said to her. And then after class, everybody started packing up like the second it turned 9:30.
Rude.
Like I couldn't even turn on my phone to check the time.
That's just
And like
rude.
everyone was packed up. So class, quote unquote, ended and everybody started to leave. But I wasn't ready because I like to take my time, stand up, stretch a little bit, put on my jacket, throw on my apples. Oh, that's why I also like to sit on the edge because I can like just get up, walk back, and throw on my apple on the garbage inside without stepping over anybody. But I had to step over this girl. That's what I was trying to say. I had to step over this girl to throw out the apple that I ate during class.
Wait, was that the nerve that she had?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
Ooh.
Jeez, wow.
But class ends, and then everyone's leaving, and then a bunch of people go up to the front to ask the professor some questions. She was one of them, and I was like, "Oh wait, I guess she went to the front because nobody had left yet." So she ran to the front. But then I looked down, and guess what's on the floor?
An apple. A dead apple.
I wish.
Her book bag.
A pink scarf.
A pink scarf. She left
I
her
knew
pink
it.
scarf. So I was like, wait, oh shit, I should have paid attention to what she looked like. Now I'm not going to be able to find her. But then I remember seeing that she had like kind of like brown cowboyish boots, and I remember that she was wearing a coat. So I went up to the front
Wear those.
and talked to
So you went to the professor and like, have you seen any cowboys around here?
cowgirl.
Cowgirls in this case.
Well, hey, to be fair, it could have been a cowboy.
Let's not pose any gender roles on this cow person.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I went
We'll
off
rephrase.
PC. My bad.
Have you seen any cow people? I'm sure he understood what you were talking about.
The guy from Germany understood what I meant by cow people.
So you go up to the front.
And then, well, short story, long story, mid short. I eventually remembered what she looked like: brown boots and like a longer jacket. So I was like, "Hey, were you sitting next to me just now?" And she goes, "What?"
Oh God!
Were you sitting down? And she goes, "What?" And she looks at me like I'm crazy. And then I said, "Did you wear a pink scarf?" And she's, "Oh wait, no. Sorry, I skipped ahead. Sorry, I ruined it."
God. Okay.
Were you sitting next to me just now? And it was just, what? And then I repeated myself. Were you sitting next to me right just now in class? And then she looks at me and she goes, "Was I?" And that's the sass.
That is the sass. She asked for the time.
If anybody who should remember who is who, she should remember who I am.
Yeah.
Because she asked me for the time.
Well,
Joe, your thoughts, opinions?
She's clearly gone delusional with the sickness.
The plague.
so
took
wait,
one early.
what happened after that?
Oh, and then she goes, "Oh, was I?" And she gave me this really weird, like, coy look. I couldn't tell if she was joking or not.
And was it at that moment you're like, yeah, never mind, you weren't, and then you threw the pink stuff in the garbage?
And then I took it with me, and it's right here in this drawer.
Is it really?
No, I did not take
I
it.
got so excited.
I said, after that, and she goes, "Was I?" And then I go, "Were you wearing a pink scarf?" I just like, "Yeah, it's on the floor. Bye."
Wait, so you didn't have her with you?
No, I didn't. Pick it
Oh,
up.
yes. That's
I'm not
so
going to
good.
touch a strange scarf.
Yeah, no, that's good. Don't trust
That's
strange
disgusting.
scarves in strange neighborhoods.
It's also probably disease-ridden.
Exactly. She was coughing and all that. I might
know.
get sick tomorrow.
Well, I just had this fear that you had it in your hand and then you gave it back to her. But now you're like, no, it's on the ground in some pile of shit. Go get it.
Well, she put it there. I didn't touch it.
Yeah, perfect.
Look at her, just be like, at least 100 people stepped over it at this point.
Oh, probably. Those rows are long.
Yeah. Wait, what happened to the apple, though?
It's in the garbage in the next row.
Oh.
Wrapped up in a paper towel from my kitchen. Because you know how juicy my apples are. They get real
Rephrase?
juicy. My apples are so succulent.
Rephrase?
Juicy as my apples are.
Okay, that
Is that okay?
better, I guess.
Okay, so you know how
Good to
juicy
know
my
you,
apples are.
Okay, rephrase.
Okay, but yeah, that's the Zach story for today.
That was good.
Zach's story making small things into 10-minute stories.
Close to 20.
20, really? No,
No, you started at like around 10 minutes, I think.
Oh,
I've
well,
been monitoring the time, don't worry.
I could have went longer if we wanted.
You could have, yeah. But you won't, because the story's over.
But like the way she says, "Was I?" She might have been like joking. I don't know if she was serious or not. Oh
It's a
shit!
shame.
Kid has the plague.
Oh.
Everybody, if you're listening to this, board up your windows.
I told you not to touch any strange scarves.
He is patient zero. Lock that. Close that door. 2606 is now
Is now
locked down, under quarantine.
Guy walks in tomorrow, like, why is this door boarded up?
He's gonna come in on Saturday.
You mean bleep, 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 bleep?
Well, no, guy, right?
Beep, 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 beep,
Wait, why are you beeping at me?
beep.
We've done this before, but I don't remember why.
No,
Yeah,
I think someone's just bleeping out guy's name.
I actually didn't bleep out guy's name either. It was Will and Guy I left in.
Bleep?
Will? Is that you?
Was that you?
Oh, no, it must not be Will. But anyway, yeah, we're a science and technology podcast. Like I said before, we went on that chemistry. Well, chemistry is science, right? That could be our science topic for the podcast.
Sure.
Why not?
Oh, no, let's do the real one. But anyway,
Real.
apparently this story was really blowing up because like 2 days after I read it, it ended up being like a late night show skit of some sort, and it ended up with Neil deGrasse Tyson like rapping back at B.O.B. The story's about B.O.B. and he was tweeting like earlier this week like the Earth is like really flat, y'all.
That was B.O.B.?
Yeah, B.O.B. like airplanes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
airplanes in the nighttime like shooting. Oh, that's Haley Williams singing that.
Yeah, but B.O.B. is there.
He rapped it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other song that B.O.B. made that was big?
Hold on. Let's media
Magic?
interns. Do you have
Magic.
anything?
I've got
The
magic. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was tweeting
Magic,
out the synopsis was that like, oh yeah, the Earth is not actually flat, round. It is flat.
Does he have any relation to Tila Tequila? Because
She did that
also
too?
did the same thing about 3 weeks ago.
They're probably in the same club.
They're probably in the same class.
And then, do you think B.O.B. had Apple and Tila Tequila dropped her scarf?
Yeah, probably. I bet Tila Tequila asked what time it was. Tila Tequila drops the scarf. B.O.B. probably just left after that.
Yeah, told her it was on the floor.
Yeah.
No, he didn't even do that. He just left it there.
Oh, he kicked it.
One,
But
looking
yeah,
up the Twitter rant.
so that's kind of why we have this email sitting in our inbox called Round Earthers. He was like tweeting out against like you round earthers are all wrong, like people who believe the Earth is round. But the reason why I brought this up was so that we can ask our guest, what is like the one thing you could say to B.O.B. that would like try and convince him that it's round? And like the biggest thing that was like on the Twitter thing that I saw a few days ago was that like, oh, you're not high enough. So he started tweeting out pictures of like I think where the guy jumps from, the Red Bull jump, the highest like free fall in the history of mankind or whatever. He was tweeting out pictures from there, and he's like, there's no curve in this picture. There's no curve. So besides telling him to get higher, what's like a thing you could tell him to like try and convince him that the Earth is actually round?
Does he want like an actual logical argument here, or are we talking...
Well, let's let it
What if
develop.
just like a picture of Earth from space, though?
I mean,
But it could be flat. You could be
would
like
just look
facing
like
it, and then it
look
would
like
be
2D. That's the problem.
round Earther.
So you're saying that the... Okay, so in B.O.B.'s world, that the Earth is technically round, but it's just two-dimensional.
No, he said it was flat. He tweeted a picture.
Well, it can be
Well, it
flat,
can be flat, it can be round.
and round. Really.
It's flat, and then like
circular. Sorry, circular.
it was a big circle, and then there were like spikes coming out of it, like the final stage in like Super Smash Brothers. Final Destination. Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Joe
about.
got
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Joe.
yeah.
I have to Google
Okay,
it for
yeah.
kid.
I know what you're talking about now.
No, you're making that up.
Well, yeah, because it's not really that important.
Super. I can't type with one hand. But anyway, Joe, what do you think we should send B.O.B.?
I mean, your best bet would be to show what's directly below that guy that jumped off the Red Bull thing, and show that by the time he hits the ground, that spot's not directly below him anymore.
Ooh.
That means that it's a sphere and it's rotating.
Ooh. But he can just say like, oh, it's Earth moving through space, and it's still flat. It's just sliding around.
Like, is it like like the air hockey puck? Like, is that what you're trying to say?
Let's pull up his Twitter. Let's see if he already answered this. What if it's like all taken down because he realized like a few days later, oh shit, it's round.
He's like, oh wait, I'm a moron.
Yeah, but we're pulling up his Twitter right now here in the studio, and okay, do you know his Twitter?
B.O.B.'s?
Yeah.
Just write airplanes and magic and see if the Twitter handle comes up.
I don't think that would be his handle.
I know.
B.O.B.A.T.L. I think.
I think I'm going to be easier Googling it. B.O.B.
At B.O.B.A.T.L.
B.O.B.A.T.L. Like ATL, Georgia?
Yeah.
I assume that's the one and only ATL.
I think he was naming it after the computer key, actually.
So he got it backwards.
Oh, but what I saw like on the nighttime TV show was that he made a diss track against Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He made an entire disc track.
I think so.
Wow.
If I could find it, it's called Flatline. I remember.
Dedication.
So basically, the entire
Read that tweet.
No, that's not a real tweet.
It's his handle. Breaking news here at the After 5:30 podcast. We opened up B.O.B.'s Twitter, and then the tweet says, on January 25th, 4 days ago, since all mass media wants to make me look crazy and drag me through the mud, referring to this flatliner or whatever, it says, make sure you mention the cloning centers I talked about. We're cloning people like Pokemon now.
How about you look 2 tweets
And
down?
Morty's. No, I'm not crazy. Yes, I'm feeling fine. No, I'm not doing anything stronger than weed. And I'm doing this to promote my music. Am I doing this? Oh, am I doing this to promote my music? No. So he really believes that the earth is flat.
I'm going up against the greatest liars in history. You've been tremendously deceived. Yes.
This is some Jaden Smith stuff.
You know how like whenever you like listen to crazy people, like I mean normally you're just like, no, that's impossible. But there's like a really tiny like half percentage of a point where it's like, wait, what if they were right? What if they're right? Like, wouldn't this be like the most ridiculous thing? Like, of all people, B.O.B. is the one.
He stumbled on it.
Like, yeah, B.O.B. is the one that stumbled upon the cloning centers and
The
somehow
Earth actually being
discovered that everyone is lying about the Earth being.
Why would we lie about
Right.
the earth? Well, I'm not lying about it because I didn't discover it, but like, why would like the greater scientific community lie about the earth being flat?
Because I think the cloning centers might be on the other side. So if they tell everyone it's round, they'll just think like, oh, of course we'll never get to the other. It's just one continuous thing.
Well, how's it continuous? Like, what happens when you sail back and forth from? Where's the edge, then? Where's the edge? When am I gonna fall off?
It's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, you can only find that with like a secret compass.
Oh, here.
Somebody did that.
He's like, oh, here's the GoPro footage from like some. It might not be the Red Bull jump that they did, but it's like from really high up, and then it says, "Oh, you correct for the lens. There's no curve at the top of the picture now."
I mean, this situation is essentially someone who will only believe you if you show them a picture of something that is impossible to take a picture of.
Ah, true.
Like, a picture is, by definition, only two-dimensional. You can't... There's no way, and we're so small compared... Did you just drop salsa on your pants?
What? You want a chip?
There's no way to... I don't think there's any way to convince B.O.B. except for if you were to have him... Okay, here's how you'd do it. You'd be in a spaceship, and you'd literally have to go around the Earth.
I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh, if the Earth is flat, that means we have to find the edge somehow. But then if we take him in a plane and fly him around the world, he'll be like, no, it's a conspiracy because we're flying around in a big circle.
Exactly, yeah, that's what...
What we have to do is we have to put his ass on like a speedboat and like sit around and like let him drive in a straight line as long as he wants. And then he'll just keep driving and driving and driving. Oh, Panama? Let me get through. Let me go over. Straight line. Oh, Panama again? Let me... There's something wrong here. Hold on.
Hold on. It's probably,
This ship is
just
broken.
come up with something elaborate. Be like, oh, the clones must have, you know. But, so here's the thing. Like, I would love to talk to B.O.B. more about this theory.
He should come on the podcast.
Why can't we find the edges? You know?
Well, let's do a quick control F. Let's see if anybody talked about an edge on it. No. Nothing we're going to find in
No.
we can't play B.O.B.'s music because that would definitely be like one of the more copyrighted things. But he made like Flatline. Let's read the lyrics.
I do want to go back for a quick second on what Kit said about that like little 0.5% chance that like what happens if B.O.B. is right. So he's like, how would that even be possible? Like, what would a scientist have done like all their lives? Maybe like the first scientist figured out was like, this could be right, and then everyone based all their theories about it, so they don't want this to be wrong. So like everything we know in science
everyone's
is based
scared
off
to disprove him.
to disprove it because that's all of science based on this.
And then B.O.B. is the one who found this out, not
Not
the
any other
multi-million
scientists,
dollar,
Yeah.
$1 trillion that are in science.
That's because if they disprove it, all those multi-million dollars that they spent prior to this, it's all a lie.
But academic integrity, you have to report it.
Not if you're a multi-million-dollar company. If you're an institute, yeah. Like an academic institute.
Like Schick?
No, like a university.
Well, let's think. Why is B.O.B. the first one to... well, he wasn't the first one. There's a whole group called, I think Flat Earthers or something like that. There's some special name for it called Flat Earthers. And, like, he's joining, like, the... whatever that is, the movement.
I feel like it's kind of Scientology rebirthed again. There's a whole bunch of group of crazy people.
Scientology Part 2. Now the Earth's flat. Let's see. We're looking at the lyrics for B.O.B.'s Flatline diss. Well, let's find Neil deGrasse Tyson's line. Oh, it says featuring Neil. Oh, it says, "Hey Neil, Tyson, need to loosen up his vest." They'll probably write that man one hell of a check, like they're paying off Neil deGrasse Tyson to lie about the Earth being round. So,
that's a nice graphic he has.
Oh yeah, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson, he made like a small... it wasn't a rap song, but they gave him a mic, and he was like, "Oh, do you have anything to say about this?" Like, yeah, and he's like, talking. And like, he ended up talking about like, it's not a bad thing to think that the Earth is round, that it's flat, but like when you're a person in like a position of power...
whose opinions can...
that's a problem. Like a rapper who's going to make music about this for a while and talk about it and like convince other people who's like, oh, maybe the Earth is really flat. That's going to be a problem because then that's spreading out like the Earth being flat, and then it might actually flatten out a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, the more we think about it, the more like I kind of believe him.
Oh, shoot. Kid is a flat earther.
Wow.
Am I saying that right? Flat earther? Is there right in?
Yeah, I don't know how else it would be pronounced. Flat earther.
Probably.
How many more do you have to catch to get a flat earth? We've been going for a little while, kid. I know you want to check the time.
Oh my god, 32 minutes.
But yeah. He also took a shot at our friend Donald running for president in his little speech. No. I don't want to say...
no last names.
He said no last names.
Yeah, President...
Whoa.
No. It's not...
Darn it, now we have to bleep it twice.
Damn it. I'm not going back on that.
Can you bleep?
Hi, this is future Zach and Kit.
Yeah.
And we did, in fact, go back to edit this.
Yeah, we did.
Enjoy the rest of the episode.
The bleep, too.
How do you bleep a bleep?
Like every time we say bleep, just bleep it.
No, every time he says bleep, you just say boop. Boop. With a new sound effect.
Well, that's what I was doing. Like, if you listen closely in the podcast, I made like a specific frequency
Joe,
for each person.
Closely.
Like, so Joe, I think he was at like 440, and then our friend Nero was like at 880. So all the high like beep was when we said Nero, and then like the were all the. You have to pay real close attention to what I was trying to do.
There's a lot of symbolism.
Yeah, this is a very deep podcast. If you haven't noticed.
Theme.
Deep.
Theme.
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 Theme. But Joe, tell us more about you. Where can we find you on the internet? Do you want to share maybe your Instagram? Tell our followers to follow you.
Sadly, I do not believe
in
Instagram.
This is really disappointing and disheartening.
He doesn't believe in Instagram.
We literally. Yeah, it's like when you're a person of power and you like don't use Instagram, that affects others, Joe.
That's good that I don't have enough power yet, then. Why? Why, Zach?
Cuss!
Why?
Cuss!
In case you're wondering, Zach has a large stack of change and has now knocked over basically the Eiffel Tower of change.
I keep it on my desk. It's a good number of pennies, a few quarters, and this little metal ring at the bottom attached to a magnet. So like all of January, it was up for like about 20 days. And then today got knocked over by someone. I'm not going to say the name, but you know who you are. And now it's just never been the same.
Well, I don't know if you were trying to like kind of dig at me for that? Like, are you blaming the entire situation on me,
No,
or just
Iris.
that one? Oh, okay.
Just to be clear, kid, I don't want to come at you. But we can go back to how you changed name on this, the change thing on the scope, and you let me hunt around.
I think we already vented about that last week, so
I'm not done. I still have feelings to get out.
maybe
So-
give it another 2 weeks then.
Go get some anger management over that.
I might have to. But, oh, what is that? Is that Uncle Tony's?
I think that's the producer telling us it's time to get off.
I think Uncle Tony is coming in and playing us off.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, my name is Zach. I'm one of the hosts of At 530. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jumpet, Jumpet. Do you have a Twitter, Joe? Oh my god.
God, this is so embarrassing.
Do not have a Twitter, and I currently have no access to Facebook either.
Can you tell us about like
Thanks to
your office hours or
Can
something?
you tell us about the cave that you live in, Joe?
The rock that you
Sorry, rock was too expensive. I just live out in the land.
not even under a rock.
Wow, that's a shame.
Shame. Well, kid, do you want anybody to find your Instagram, or is it still a secret?
You know, if they find it through their own like ways, like it's out there. Like, if you follow the After 5:30 Instagram, you can find mine. So, you know, just there's a little hint for you.
I don't think we have too much to worry about. There's like 10 people who follow the podcast, and they already follow both of us together. But yeah, it's after 5:30. Now it's a little bit farther after 5:30, and I think that's a wrap for this cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you, Joe, for coming on. I'm sorry that you live under a rock.
No rock, too expensive.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is After 5:30.